Clover nolac, lactose-free milk that lets you enjoy dairy again. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, some of you may know that uncomfortable feeling you get from being lactose intolerant. The cramps, the bloating, the gas. Today we speak with local dietitian Lize Stander on lactose intolerance and what are the causes and symptoms around this. Welcome to the show.
Welcome, Lize.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah. What does it actually mean to be lactose intolerant?
Right, so first we need to understand what lactose actually is.
Yes.
And you guys discussed it in the kitchen a little bit already.
Was I right?
You were completely correct.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so it's the naturally occurring sugar in milk, right?
Okay.
That's what lactose is. But
Okay.
lactase is the enzyme that you can find at the top of the GI tract.
Okay.
And that is responsible for digesting lactose. So if you find that you have a lactase deficiency, the lactose doesn't get digested in the stomach and it reaches as a whole molecule, the bottom part of the GIT, and that's when you experience the symptoms.
Ah. Are there ways that you can grow your lactase?
Well, some people say the evidence isn't that strong, that in small doses, if you keep having a little bit of lactose, that your body will start to create more lactase. That works for some people, but not all.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what are the symptoms of being lactose intolerant, and are there varying degrees of it? Like, are there some people that are kind of lactose intolerant, where they might get a little bloat, and then are there people that really can have to stay away?
Absolutely. So it is very person specific. So everybody has a dose that
Everyone's
they can
on the
tolerate.
spectrum.
Totally. It all depends on how much lactase you as a person possess.
Yeah.
So usually it starts with, you know, the little niggly feeling, a little bit of bloating, a little bit of cramping, and then can lead to full-blown diarrhea. And in some cases also nausea and vomiting. So it totally depends how much lactose
Just
you
from a
actually
little
consume.
yogurt, eh?
Yeah, sure. Are people becoming increasingly lactose intolerant, and are more children becoming lactose intolerant?
Well, children, naturally they have more lactase because their diets are so, you know, they depend on lactose from a young age. You know, when you're breastfeeding, dairy is the staple.
Right.
But as we grow older, we make less and less lactase as we go on. So you can find the older you get, the more lactose intolerant you become.
Yeah.
Can you outgrow it, and can you overcome it? Like, if you are lactose intolerant, is there a way of healing yourself?
Well, it depends on why you're lactose intolerant to begin with. If it just happened naturally with age, then probably not. But sometimes you become lactose intolerant, for example, after a bad bout of gastro and all of the lactase has been removed from your gut. So then slowly, you know, with reintroduction, you can be healed.
Yeah. And so people who are lactose intolerant can't take any dairy whatsoever. Is that what we're saying?
No, it is totally person dependent. So you need to kind of figure out what dose you can tolerate, and it's a trial and error kind of situation.
Because I mean, I'm not great with lactose, but by God, giving up cheese is an impossible task.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was just thinking cheese.
And butter, right? Like you were saying in the kitchen, I was like, yes.
Butter you can have. If you are lactose intolerant, you can have butter.
Is that super sensitive people might not be able to, but it isn't a very high lactose product.
It's not enough to give you full-blown illness.
Yeah. What are the most negative effects of being lactose intolerant, if ignored, the greatest risks?
Well, luckily there aren't great risks, like if you were to compare it with milk protein allergy, because when you react to a protein, it's an allergy and your immune system gets involved. But with lactose intolerance, you react to a carbohydrate. So the worst of it is the symptoms that you have to endure.
Sure, carbs are the enemy.
Okay, so what happens if it is an allergy?
With an allergy, if you're exposed to an allergen enough, you can go into anaphylactic shock. You usually get the swelling.
And it's the same with foods. Oh boy, this is quite stressful. Thank you so much for being here and helping us to figure it out. But Bonnie and I are absolute hypochondriacs, and every single day.
Yeah, we're allergic to something every week.
I'm allergic to something every day.
Except cheese.
Yeah,
cheese and wine.
Yeah, you have to have your limits.
Yeah. So if you suffer from being lactose intolerant, Clover nolac lactose-free milk is pre-treated with an enzyme that breaks down any lactose, making it easier to digest for lactose intolerant persons. Also, with added calcium and vitamin D, it offers us a delicious creamy taste that can be enjoyed with anything.
Clover nolac, Lactose-free milk that lets you enjoy dairy again. Made with love by Clover.
After the break, Zukwana Kamana performs her new single live. We'll be right back.